In this video, I'm going to share 5 must-have boundaries you need to set with your adult kids once you hit 70. I've been there, feeling like my opinions didn't count, my home didn't belong to me, and my bank account suddenly became everyone's business. It's time to change that. So grab a cup of coffee, pull up a chair, and listen close. These aren't suggestions. They're essential rules you need to lay down if you want to protect your peace, your privacy, and your pride. Let's get into part 1, where we'll cover the first 3 boundaries you must set right now. Boundary number 1, your home, your rules. Picture this. Your daughter shows up at 9 a.m., keys jingling, and she just lets herself into your living room. No call, no knock. She's in there rummaging through your fridge, talking about how you should rearrange the furniture for safety. That stops today. After 70, your home is sacred territory. It's where you feel safe and in control. From now on, make it clear. No unannounced visits. If they want to drop by, they call at least an hour ahead. You answer the door when you're ready. If they show up without warning, give them a polite but firm "I'll get back to you" and close the door. You don't owe anyone immediate hospitality, not even your own kids. Explain that at your age you value routine and quiet. If they can't respect your front door, how do you expect them to respect your peace of mind? Enforcing this boundary may feel awkward at first. They might protest, "But I live just down the street. I thought I'd swing by." That's exactly the problem. They assume close means no notice. You respond, "Close or not, I need a heads up. I'm not a drive-by neighbor." Stand your ground. Once they learn that your home is off limits without permission, they'll stop barging in and start picking up the phone. Boundary number 2, no unwanted advice. You've spent 70 years figuring things out, raising kids, balancing a checkbook, managing a household, watching your savings grow. You didn't need their commentary 3 decades ago, and you don't need it now. Yet many adult children feel it's their right to tell you how to live, what doctor to see, what pills to take, how to dress, and which chair to sit in. Enough! When your son or daughter starts in with, "Mom, you really should start walking an extra mile every day," or, "Dad, I don't think you should be driving at your age," you calmly say, "Thanks for caring, but I've got this under control. I'll decide what's best for my health and safety." If they push, remind them, "I respect your concern, but please trust my judgment." Repeat as needed. They'll get the message that you won't entertain unsolicited tips. If they slip up and start listing every medical article they read, simply smile, hold up your hand, and say, "I appreciate that, but I've got a plan with my doctor. Let's talk about something else." Change the subject. Over time, they'll realize their advice isn't welcome unless you ask for it. That is how you protect your right to make your own choices without being second-guessed at every turn. Boundary number 3, protecting your finances. You worked your entire life to build savings, pay off your mortgage, and maybe leave a small inheritance. But after 70, it's common for adult children to peek at your bank statements or guilt you into generosity. You need to draw a line in the sand. Your money is yours unless you decide otherwise. When your child says, "Mom, can you cover the grandkids' tuition? We're a bit short this month," you don't automatically open your checkbook. Instead, respond, "I need time to think about that." Then Take the time you need to evaluate your own budget and retirement goals before committing. If you choose to help, great. If you decide you can't, say so without apology. I'm sorry, but I have my own plans for these funds. They may bristle at first, but they'll respect your honesty. If they try to log into your online account or demand to handle your investments, tell them firmly, I appreciate your willingness, but I manage my own money. If I need help, I'll let you know. If they persist, get quiet. This is a private matter. I need you to back off. Freeze out any conversation about your finances unless you invite it. You'll protect your nest egg and maintain a sense of independence. When you hit 70, it's easy to feel like everyone else's agenda takes priority. Your kids think they know what's best, and suddenly your plans get crowded out. But here's the truth. Nobody can live your life except you. That brings us to two final, non-negotiable boundaries you must set with your adult kids: making your own decisions and preserving your personal time. Get these in place, and you'll keep your dignity, your independence, and maybe even enjoy life more than ever. Boundary number 4. You call the shots on your life plans. Imagine your son calls and says, Mom, you really need to move into assisted living. I'm worried about you. He means well. He thinks he's protecting you. But his worry can feel like pressure to hand over control. At 70 plus, you've spent decades making big decisions. You downsized once, raised kids, paid bills, and now, even if your health isn't perfect, you still insist on choosing where you live, how you spend your days, and what you invest in. So when your son suggests it's time, practice this. Acknowledge his concern. Say, I know you worry about me, and I appreciate that. State your choice firmly. Then add, right now, I plan to stay in my home. If things change, I'll let you know. Offer a compromise. You might suggest a safety check. Let's set up a weekly call so you can hear my voice. If I run into trouble, I promise to talk about options. By responding this way, you validate his concern without handing him control. You're not rejecting help. You're insisting you get to decide when and how. If he pushes back, but what if you fall? Remind him calmly, I'm aware of the risks. I've installed grab bars and hired a cleaning help. I feel safe where I am. He may argue a few more times, but if you stay steady, he'll learn that move in is off the table unless you change your mind. Now, this boundary applies to all major life choices, whether to take a trip, sign up for a hobby class, or even switch doctors. If a child calls and says, Dad, you need to see my guy. He's the best orthopedic. You say, thanks for the tip. I'll research his credentials and ask my doctor about him when I'm ready. You're still open to suggestions, but you decide when and how to act. By keeping that decision-making power in your own hands, you send a clear message. I respect your input, but I'm still the one steering my ship. When your kids see that you trust yourself, they'll begin to trust you too. They'll realize that post-70, you're not a passive passenger. They're dealing with a captain who knows where she's going. That confidence disarms their need to force your hand. They'll learn to share advice sparingly, saving it for when you actually ask. And that's when respect truly clicks. They see you value their care, but won't let their anxiety override your autonomy. Boundary number 5. Guard your me time. Even if your health is excellent, life can feel full of people's needs. Grandkids' schedules, neighbors asking for favors, and adult children asking for updates. After 70, you deserve time that's strictly yours. No interruptions, no guilt trips. Whether it's 2 hours every afternoon for reading, a weekly card game with friends, or quiet Sunday mornings in your favorite chair, you must claim that time and defend it. Start by telling your kids, every day from 2 to 4 p.m., I have my quiet hours. That means no calls or visits unless it's an emergency. Then stick to it. If someone calls at 3 p.m. wanting to chat, you say, right now, I'm taking my quiet time. I'll call you back at 4 That brief pause sets a clear boundary. If they complain, but I'm just checking in, you say, I know, and I'll talk to you soon. My quiet time helps me stay mentally sharp so I can enjoy our conversations more. By framing it that way, you show them that your me time benefits everyone. You recharge, and when you're back, you're fully present. The same rule applies to unannounced weekend drop-ins. If a child pops by at 10 a.m. on Saturday, say, I'm in the middle of my book club meeting. Can we schedule lunch instead? You're not saying never visit, but you're saying visit only when it works for me. Over time, they'll learn that calling ahead during your quiet hours isn't optional. It's expected. But keep in mind, guard this time without feeling guilty. Some seniors worry that turning down requests makes them selfish. It doesn't. It makes you responsible. You're modeling healthy behavior showing that everyone, including seniors, needs personal space. You deserve moments when you focus on your own hobbies, interests, and self-care. Whether you're building a puzzle, tending your garden, or simply sitting outside with a cup of tea, that time is sacred. And once you treat it as sacred, others will learn to respect it. If a child says, Mom, I need help setting up that video chat, you can say, I'm in my quiet time right now. How about 5 p.m. instead? They'll push once or twice to see if you'll waver, but if you maintain your stand, they'll stop testing you. By protecting your me time, you prevent burnout, reduce stress, and remind everyone that your needs matter just as much as theirs. Watch the videos on screen and do subscribe.